All right. And welcome everybody to another awesome edition of Shadow City Mysteries House of Skye. That's right, where we delve into the shadows of Soretta. And with those shadows comes this amazing family who've come together because of love and the bonds of friendship and all the other things that go along with a newfound family and murder. So, mostly murder. So this week, we're going to be joining the family again. They've had an exciting weekend of doing stuffs. They've been meeting people and inviting people to parties and soirees. They've been investigating different things that they've been finding around the city after murders. So, uh, let's see where the family picks up. But first, let's meet this fabulous family, starting with Raven or Mandy or whomever.
Hello. Hello, I'm Mandy. I play Raven, a cult member and infiltrator from the East End, and happy to see you tonight.
Awesome. And Perrin, maybe Winston, maybe Perrin.
I'm Winston. I'll be playing Farank, a mind speaker mystic from the Church of Astra, who is determined to save the souls of the Skye household, whether they like it or not.
Who says their souls are in danger?
But have you seen them?
Have you seen them? That's right. Farank turn, Matthew Bell. How are we doing today?
Doing fantastic. I'm Matthew Bell, playing Farank Turn, a face. He is the advocate for Rockin' Winters and is personally hired by the Skye family household to keep their noses clean.
Let's see. And Ignatis, Matt. Ignatis.
Hi everyone, I'm Matt Walsh. I'm playing Ignatis Ibison. He is a savant, and he gives off the distinct impression that he knows what you did, even when you didn't do anything.
And Reggie Wren, Reggie Wren.
Hey, I am Ariel Caston. I play Reggie Wren, a counterweight infiltrator from the Brass Consortium and a very often grumpy girl.
I see. And behind the scenes, let's give a quick shout out to our awesome folks, game design and writing, Stephen Cheney and Brandon Stoddard. Pro design and writing, Rabbit Stoddard. Character design, Adam Schubert. And on Turo and Civil Design, Luana Zara. And graphic and UI design, Florencio Tino. I am your game master and host for the evening, Christopher Mifsud. So it was Sunday evening in the House of Skye, though some folks were still within the city. So you'd done your daily activities. You got into a little bit of no trouble this week so far. But I think some folks wanted to get into some trouble on a fine Sunday evening in Shadow City. So, Raven, you were staying back in the city to take care of some things. What was it you had on your agenda for the day? Nope. No, I'm sure that was very deep, whatever you were just saying.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
I wanted to work on my personal project, so collect some black files, trying to get my folder together.
Okay. So how would you like to go about that today?
Probably
remembering that you've got you can do charisma, intimidation, or sorry, charisma base skill. So intimidation, persuasion, and deception, and then insight being your other option.
Right. Hold on. Why can't? Oh, there it is. So I'm sorry. I'm pulling up my character sheet because I was a bad person and didn't think about that.
Not a bad person. You're a good person. It's
all right. Deception would be the first one.
All right. So how are we going about employing that?
So I'm thinking of trying to find like a place I can get into, maybe look at some records.
Mm-hmm.
So slip into like a police station or something like that.
Oh, all right. Yeah, give me a roll for that.
What kind of roll do you want?
Deception. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I just want to make sure that.
Yeah.
Okay, that did not go very well.
What was the result?
It's a 7.
7. No, that did not work out for you. So you try to sneak in. People kind of police stations are not the. By the way, police stations. So police stations are not the best place to do anything. I just want to maybe take a moment to set the record straight within Soretta and the Shadow City is this may be a world where all cops are bad is kind of the just the truth of the world. So be cautious with going to police stations, dealing with police. Most people just avoid them out of necessity.
Okay.
Yeah. But you could go be middling into other offices and so forth to try and get around. So I'm just saying, I would say probably avoid going to the police station to try and get files. But there are other places like government places that you could try and snag some files. You just didn't get very far in convincing people to let you pass them to get to the places that you need to do.
Right.
Yeah. Well, so we still have persuasion, we still have intimidation, and we have insight as a viable.
Intimidation would be next.
Mm-hmm.
And that was even worse with the 4.
So did you say intimidation was the next one?
I did.
No. It wasn't. It was you.
Did not work.
You're just so sneaky that you can't intimidate because no one sees you.
Nobody even sees you.
Nobody even sees your intimidation, and this goes right by. Okay, what would be your final?
Then I'm just gonna beg, I guess, which is persuasion.
Persuasion.
Please, just give me one file, and it's a 17.
17. There you go. You got one. So give me a 1d6.
6. So.
All right, there you go. Hey,
that's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not terrible at all.
That's high. That's higher than I've gotten with 3 6 dice.
I'm gonna write this down here. I was with these filters that we're using now. Like we freeze if I pull up certain screens. I'm just gonna keep notes off to the side and keep going. All right. So back at the Skye household, folks, we're cleaning up the chapel, thinking about going back out onto the town. So how about, let me see. Let's start with Perrin. Perrin, what we got going?
So Perrin was gonna try to clear. Well, he was in the process of clearing out the chapel, but he did want to try to touch base with Ignatis to see if he found out anything else about the arm or the
who's putting the boxes in the chapel, or
well, I mean, that might come up later. I mean, I doubt he would be doing. Why would he be coming in the chapel? He clearly doesn't care.
That's true. It's true. So, all right, yeah, go ahead. I mean, Ignatis, wherever Ignatis is at.
So I'd be looking, or Perrin would be looking for Ignatis.
I think he's still in the workshop in the basement.
Okay,
your favorite spot.
Oh, so hi. I was just wanted to know, did you get any more information? Did you get any more progress with the arm or any the mechanical parts from the automatons that were attacking us?
Ignatis will jump for a little bit when Perrin comes in because he was busy at the table, and he quickly covers up.
I'm sorry. I just
quickly covers up the pet that he was working on, so it can't be seen.
I was like, it's like kind of looks back there. He's like, "What?"
Oh, yeah, the arm. It's over here, and he points to the arm, which is reconstructed now. He's like, I finished it, and I did find a maker's mark on it. And that same maker's mark was found on the insects that attacked the workers.
Really? Oh, so it was on the arm.
Yes.
No, any indication on what the maker's mark was or who? Like, did it look familiar or anything?
I did not. Chris, just question. It's a maker's mark of MG. Is it just the letters, or is it like a stylized mark?
It's a style. I mean, it's a stylized mark. So it's kind of like a serial code with the MG and then other things on it.
But the MG is prominent though, so we do know that much.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So yeah, so once
that's not like it could be if we turn it this way. It's a it's a good W. You know.
Yeah. So the maker's mark here has the initials MG on it, but I don't recognize it.
Well, no, I mean, but that wasn't from the warehouse. That was also MG. So I'm assuming that's the same. That's going to be the same maker.
Presumably.
And this arm was at the scene. I don't remember. Chris, was the arm actually attached to her or them at the time, or was it on the side, or was it like something in seconds? I know they ended up like looking like they were beaten by it, but
it was on them, but it was
okay.
It was bent in such a way that it was inoperable at that point.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if we know that, then any ideas on where we should go next? Do we go back to the warehouse?
There's a Clockwork shop in the city that I frequent. I was going to see if they recognize the mark.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Would they be open on a Sunday night, Chris, or is that something that we hold off till tomorrow?
They could be. I mean, it's a privately owned place out in the middle of. I mean, you just kind of were over in that space before as well, right? Because it's in the
Coalyard,
yeah, area. So, again, no police over that way. Not really well lit. I mean, they do business with just about anybody on that side of town. So, it's just a matter of whether the owner is operating it or not. But you feel like it's safe to say the early evening they would be operable. So you could get out there, interact with them, do everything you need to, but there's a chance that if you were to do something else before that and then try to go do that, they wouldn't be open.
Okay. Yeah. So I was going to make my way over there tonight, actually.
Oh,
and try and get as much information as possible.
Do you mind if I tag along? I'll be quiet. I will let you do what you do.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Good. I will just I'm just gonna go and grab some things upstairs, and then I'll head back, and we can meet in the foyer, I guess, before we head down.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. And Perrin will just run back up and grab his baton or the club and head back down.
Beat sticks. All right.
Aaron's going clubbing.
Yeah, see, so everybody might be going clubbing tonight, just in different ways. So then, Farank, what's going on with you?
I'm going to hold my initiative.
All right, Reggie, what's up with you?
When we get back to the house, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Farank, are you I don't know much about being a lawyer."
What's up, Reggie?
Well, not much. I hope your shopping went well today.
Surprisingly well, yeah.
Good. Are you the kind of lawyer that needs to get to bed early on a Sunday night? Are you the kind of lawyer who might like to, get dressed up and go out to the Rose?
I believe that you have said the magic words. I am more of the secondary type of lawyer.
Excellent. Well, would you like to join me?
I would.
All right.
Give me a minute.
I was about to say the same. Yeah.
All right. And after a hot minute, y'all are you're all ready to go out to Rose.
Yeah. Reggie comes down and she's in her club wear. So she's got this dress on that's like black and off the shoulder, and it's got a sheer midriff. You can see all the tattoos down her side, and then like a long black skirt.
Nice. Farank is wearing his. I mean, it's a nice suit, but it's still just a suit. He's like, man, I really need to. I think I need to do some more shopping for myself. I need some better going out clothes. I mean, I have formal wear, but I think that might be too much for tonight.
Probably. I mean, I think you look fine. Yeah.
Okay.
You're usually dressed better than the rest of us. So.
Still, I think, we could probably do better, but that's for another time. Let us go.
Yes.
Oh, should I call us a car? We probably shouldn't be rolling up and. Oh,
the Hansmobile. Hans is kind of just waiting to see what everybody's doing. He saw people scuttling about, Perrin running to go get a clubbing stick. You all are getting dressed up. He's kind of just looking side to side, just kind of like, oh, what are they doing? And so he's just like, who needs a ride into the city?
I mean, if you want to call a car and take a nice car in, that's totally fine by me.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So you don't need a car.
No, we're good.
All right. What about you two? Are you
Ignatis? Follow your lead.
We can use a ride to the Cog and Compass. Yeah, Cog and Compass. That's
Cog and Compass. That's right. All right. So
Ignatis is going to take like a etching of the maker's mark though on a piece of paper so he can show it to the guy.
Okay. You're not taking it with you then?
No, I'm not taking it with me.
Okay. All right.
I feel like that would be bad.
What?
I feel like that would be bad.
All right. So you're all heading in with Hans. The car shortly after Hans and Perrin and Ignatis leave, a car pulls in, pick you all up to take you to the Brass Rose. You head into town. It's Sunday evening, so it's quiet. The streets are, it's early evening, so people are still out and about on the out and about in the streets still. People, but as you know, as the night comes on more, the people tend to go into their homes because they're not supposed to be out on the street because there is no gatherings, and but if you know the right places to go to, that doesn't matter. So one of those places being the Cog and Compass. So Hans drives you all into the over out to the Cog and Compass. It is there is lights, right? It is powered by the mechanical. So lots of lights and power there. It's bright. You see all kinds of pieces of clockwork in progress and development. Some of them shine bright with turnstone. Others are more muted and not so extravagant. And they're all in different states of build. Some are fully functional. Some of them are in half repair. Before I go too much further, just Raven, where would you be going after you do your evening things? Would you be heading back home?
Yeah, most likely that's what I would have been doing.
Okay. So would you be doing it on your own, or would you be hoping or waiting for a Hansmobile to make it back into town? You guys do have the ability to like call the house and stuff like that.
Right, and that's probably what I would do. See if there was a ride coming back. If not, I'll arrange it on my own.
Yeah, no problem. So at some point, like Hans basically circles back over to grab you. He assumes that Perrin and Ignatis will be safe at the Cog and Compass. So, all right, I just want to kind of just placement there. All right, so Perrin and Ignatis, you're outside the Cog and Compass. You've been there a bunch of times, Ignatis. I don't know, Perrin, if you ever had a need to.
Probably not.
Not okay.
Oh, before we go in, I kind of touch Ignatis on the shoulder. It's like, Ignatis, if you're okay with it, I'd like to maybe say a few words and give you some guidance on this.
He kind of eyebrows go up behind the sunglasses very suspiciously. Okay.
And I tell a brief story of from one of the passages from the Holy Book, and grant guidance on him. Or cast
All right.
guidance on him.
Yeah, no problem. It's a little guidance on him.
Yep.
It's like, all right. So you step into the Cog and Compass. It's actually fairly well organized. I don't know.
I just dropped in Chasm.
The place is again, like I said, very well organized. There's only one individual kind of running around. There's actually no other customers at this time, as it is probably right before closing time. And you see the proprietor of the shop. You know his name to be Williforth Sunderbeam, and he is going about his business.
Williforth? Sorry.
Yeah, Williforth. That's right.
Okay.
Y'all want names all the freaking time. You got names now. Williforth Sunderbeam.
Williforth. I was wondering if I could ask you a question.
Yes. How can I help you?
I found an amazing piece of clockwork, and I saw this maker's mark, and I'll take out the piece of paper. But
amazing, you tell me. Oh, and he pulls out an eyepiece to kind of like.
I don't recognize this maker's mark, but
that's just a piece of paper. Never mind. Hold on. It looks at the piece of paper and it's like, yes, MG. Oh, this has come up a few times recently. Interesting.
Where else has it come up?
Oh no, there's a number of pieces that have been flowing through here have had this mark.
Do you have any currently on hand?
I'll have to let me check my records. And goes off to behind. He's like flipping through some big large ledgers, looking through, seeing through. You see some carbon paper for making copies and so forth. Circling about the different records there, and he's just like, well, yes, this one. And he flips back. He's like, yes, over the last flips back. He's like, seems recently, the last few weeks, we've been getting a number of these kind of pieces. However, over the years, it seems that we've been unable to procure. We've been procuring these 5, 10, 15 years, but off and on, not as regular as they are right now.
So it sounds like the maker is either more active now or possibly returned to Soretta?
Returned, or maybe they could be. A lot of times this happens after a maker dies. We find a flood of their work come in. So people who suddenly find their workshop or whatever start bringing in their pieces to be sold, and we don't ask questions here.
But the mark of MG, that does not ring any bells in terms of who it might be?
No.
Could I do an insight check on that?
Sure.
Natural 20, 24.
24. All right, we do natural 20. So you get the feeling that it doesn't ring any bells. That part seems to be true, but you do get the fact that they're not holding back anything, but they really like this person's work, and that they're hoping there isn't anything more sinister to this, because the pieces have been very lucrative for them that have been coming in.
And I know you won't reveal any of your customers, but do these pieces seem to be coming from a certain area of Soretta, or region, or town? I don't know what you call it. Different districts. That's the word I was looking for.
The districts. To be honest, I have not been able to find, and this is just because of the natural 20. He's not been able to find any anybody who could reveal to be their source. So they all come in from different people from all different walks of life. This is why I kind of believe, at least maybe. Now this part, you realize that the conjecture that the person might be dead may not be true necessarily. Not because they it seems that this is something that they've thought, but there's nothing to back up that kind of piece of information, right? So they've just been getting more and more of these pieces coming in from different people selling it. Some folks have said that the pieces were payment. Other people have indicated that or through a transaction, multiple transactions or whatever, right? Passed through multiple hands, but nobody could ever give him a clean description or whatever of who the individual is that's MG. And he even mentions, he's like, however, to be honest, there are a number of crafters within the city and engineers and so forth. And so I see maker, like, he shows you the ledger. Like, we're talking about MG, but there's plenty of other makers. So this is not unheard of either, right? Like, just the fact that you're bringing up this piece, he says that the quality must be very good. Everything I've seen has been impeccable. A very intuitive, ingenious mind is behind these works. But he does note that not typical Iron Union craftsmanship, and it's not typical Brass Consortium craftsmanship. Someone outside of those groups.
Are there any pieces on hand that I could just take a look at?
He goes and finds like a couple of different, but they're not full completed pieces, right? They're all like whatever. But you do see more of the non-iron, non-brass design.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if examining the other pieces could give me any additional insight, or whether it's just.
Well, it's not going to give you more insight. I mean, you could give me a tools check with intelligence or wisdom if you would.
Does the guidance count with that?
It would.
Okay. So you have an additional D4 on top of whatever you roll.
This is intelligence.
And then you got a
D4.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10.
It's 4.
14.
And you have proficiency though, right?
That was with my clockwork.
Oh, that was with the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Then. So what did it end up being? What, 14?
14 total.
Yeah, I mean, you're not. You are seeing at least a trend. Like, so you've seen now the arm, you've seen the insects, the mechanical insects. You've now seen a couple other pieces that are there. Does not really tell you much other than the person is quite skilled at what they do. So there's nothing about the pieces that show any shoddy craftsmanship or anything, which actually leads you to believe that whatever was done to the arm was done intentionally.
Okay.
It was not a malfunction. It was not accidental. It was done intentionally. Same with the insects, the mechanical insects.
Perrin asks, excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have, like, I know you said that a number of people came and had these devices with this mark. You wouldn't happen to have, like, maybe a list of some of the people that did, or some of the devices that these things were used in?
Yeah, actually, it's like one thing I could note is some of these did come from the old. Well, it's not old. It's where, like, people retire I don't know if you know this, in the city we have a number of statuary. That statuary is all mechanical and in use for, well, it's never ever come to this, but supposedly, should the city need to, it is able to activate a number of the statuary to protect it from foreign invaders. But we are so inland that it's more for show than anything else. I don't believe it would take an act of the gods to attack the city. So, but there is a couple of warehouses that store these old statuary that's in progress and so forth. And I do believe some of these pieces have been in circulation, whether they were commissioned or just bought through trade and so forth. Again, most tinkerers don't pass up good gears. No.
So you believe? So you believe some of these came from those warehouses? Sorry.
I believe they probably they probably passed through there, and I'm willing to bet that if you did an inspection on some of those pieces, that you'd find these pieces. Like I said, these pieces are some of these are quite old. Some of them are not quite old, but 5 to 10 years, I would roughly say. Yeah,
but they're just throughout the city.
With the statues?
Yeah, the statues are.
The statues are different, but no. What I'm saying is there's an actual government workshop that.
Okay. All right.
That manufactures these.
Okay. All right.
Do I know where that is? Like that?
You have a rough idea. I mean, he Williforth will give you the address of the location. But you do know that location is in the government area, and you know that it operates on regular, normal time frames of Monday through Friday, and
I was planning on going tonight.
No, I know. And then also, I'll just give you this a heads up. Like, the government is very clear that they work Monday through Friday, from 9 to 5 with a 2-hour break in the middle of the day. And again, usually you need an appointment in order to go there. And the Governor's Walk, which is where these buildings are also where the main police force and police is all over the place there. So yeah.
All right. Well, that's good to know. Ignatis would also be interested if he can purchase anything that he needs to continue his project.
Yeah, so it's $1,000 project.
Okay.
So whatever
would it be possible
buy
to
pieces? Yes.
Pieces to continue it and not complete it.
Correct. Yes, you could.
Okay. Well, I'll spend like $100 then to buy whatever I can, just to allow me to make a little bit more progress.
I will put that on your sheet or on my little record here.
I will mark it down on my sheet.
All right.
Perrin will actually throw in another 50 for him.
He has no idea what he's doing, but that's all right. Sounds good.
If you're really giving it to yourself, so.
I mean, I don't know that.
No one knows that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. I just assume this is all part of the arm thing, so I'm trying to help out.
It's part of the investigation, Perrin. It's part of the investigation.
Yeah, you're greasing the wheels, so to speak, by purchasing things from him. Is what kind of goes off in my mind.
Fair.
Part of your ploy.
All right.
How you operate.
With that, Wilford fills in the ledger to sell the pieces that you asked for, and thanks you for your business as always. And says, should you need anything else, let me know. If I see any more of these pieces, I'll know to keep a better eye on them. If I am able to learn anything from those that are trading these in, I'll give you a call. Is that fair, Ignatis?
Yeah, you can reach me at the Skye estate.
Yes, Skye estate. Wow, I think I have that. No, I don't have the number, but I'll just be able to radio on and have them transfer me over to the estate. So it sounds fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be on our way.
And then over at the Brass Rose, you get pulled up into your private car, dropped off. There's not much of a line because again, it's the beginning of the evening. Most of the people come a little bit earlier, or they get dropped off towards the back in order to when it's later in the evening and they're not supposed to be operating. But this area is Sans State Police at the moment, so you all are fine to approach the door. There is the typical normal valet. Or are you going to try? Or is Reggie going to take you all through the back?
No, not this time.
All right, not this time. All right. So the
you're too fancy.
Too fancy folks. So the band is playing. The drinks are flowing. There's people having a good time. There's lots of turnstone throughout the dance floor and the dining lounge area at the bar. It's probably the most hopping you've seen it in a while. Yeah. You guys looking for anything particular? Are you how's it going down for Farank and Reggie at the Brass Rose tonight?
I mean, more than anything, I invited Frank because I went to the Brass Rose without him and he was sad. And so I'm kind of making it.
Yeah, let's get a table. I mean, it's pretty packed, so we can get a table wherever they can squeeze us in.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't more of a line considering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go and get us a table. We sit down together. So Reggie, another thing that happened today is I was able to find the names of a couple of Iron Union people who we might be able to invite. I chatted up this lovely gentleman. His name was Sester Cole. He told me all about electrical tools. I had no idea how in-depth electrical tools were, let me tell you. But there's a guy named Calder Hesk and another person named Jory Vale. I say guy, I don't know. There could be. I mean, either way.
Yeah, you don't have a clear indication on that. But,
yeah.
Are either of them known as the Negotiator by any chance?
Oh, I did not get their cool pseudonym. Did you? Have you heard of the Negotiator?
Only in passing, because I also went to try to get names for people to invite.
Look at that. We probably should have talked to each other beforehand, but you know what? Hey,
I mean, we did.
Divide and conquer, right?
You can't control when your bright ideas come.
I tell you what.
When you're inspired, inspiration comes, and you just
and I went back to apologize to. Did you come with us to the warehouse? I don't think you did.
To where we beat up on all those poor dock workers?
No, earlier in the day.
No, I don't think I did.
So before we went to go beat up on the dock workers, where we found out where the pieces were coming from, we went to the Iron Union warehouse and talked to a nice young fellow named Terry who had just started working. And I was not the nicest to him, not because I didn't want to be, but just because I was trying to cover for us sneaking in and out. So I went to apologize, figuring I could get names. Wasn't super successful, but he said that, everybody's a little bit cautious of the Skye household, considering what happened with the bugs. And that maybe the Negotiator would be the person to smooth that over. So I'm hoping one of the names you got might be that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, God, that bug stuff was horrible, wasn't it? I mean, it does something like that, but I'm glad we have a thread to kind of pull on a little bit. I was thinking tomorrow I was going to go down to City Hall maybe and, push my weight around as best I could and try and see, who has, I don't know, who's leasing that space or who owns that warehouse space or something like that. Try to figure out a little bit more than just get them. Now, I appreciate, the straightforwardness of that approach, but, maybe we should be a little more subtle this time around.
I honestly didn't expect a get 'em approach when we went.
Yeah.
But do you have? I think that going to the City Hall or wherever to get records is a great idea. Do you have any contacts there?
Just people that I've interacted with there before when working on some cases, but I don't know that I have anybody specific that I would expect to see there. So, but it's never a bad time to make new friends.
That is true.
And I find a little bit of cash makes new friends very quickly.
And I guess you probably being a fully invested lawyer now are doing quite well.
This will be the first time I get to swing that around a little bit, like official advocate.
Nice. So being an official advocate, is it everything you had hoped it would be? Is it normal for a lawyer to live at his employer's house?
I think my particular circumstances right now are a little bit unique, but I don't think it's unheard of.
It's not unheard of. Yeah. No.
Mm.
The very wealthy tend to have retainers on call and available pretty regularly within the society. It's one of those things that's expected of the extremely wealthy. is to employ those within the city and have like fill all the regular roles and so forth. It's unusual not to have that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think usually probably the advocates that most people that live in our neck of the woods would also live in our neck of the woods, and they wouldn't have to commute. But there will be a day, someday, maybe I can find another place nearby, or maybe Mr. Skye will,
build a guest house in the back for you.
Build a guest house in the back, a little lawyer office or something.
That would be
an in-lawyer suite.
just so you can separate yourself from us when you need to.
Right. No, it's perfectly fine. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. The staff has been very pleasant.
I'm glad. When we first all met up, you seemed not too thrilled about a few of us.
It's not that I was not thrilled about it. It's certainly been a project, and I think, of all of them, I feel like you're the first one to really kind of embrace the family aspect of this. How does that feel for you?
I don't, I'm still figuring that out. I'm not an orphan like Raven
you know
is.
who is? Baron's also an orphan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't either, and he told me, and I was like, oh my God, he's an orphan. That's probably why it bothers him so much with all the orphans going to Spirit.
Probably. You would, maybe that's why he talks about, maybe that's why he chides us so much, is because he's, insecure about being an orphan.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he doesn't want to lose the found family that he's found.
Maybe. But so I don't know, because the idea of having family again is not horrible, but also I don't know if you know this, but apparently a lot of us have met Esten before, and he's just made it so we don't remember, and I don't like that.
Like he drugged you or something? Like when you were babies?
Apparently he's been at a lot of events in my life, and I don't remember any of them, enough that if he were to restore those memories, which he can do, it would be overwhelming.
Like what? Like therapy or something? I mean, he does have a little bit of disguisery thing going on, right?
Yeah.
It seemed a little prank, but maybe a child would fall for it, right? I mean,
maybe
it wasn't that good of a disguise. Let's be fair.
I mean, he is, a lot of the bumbling that he does is on purpose. So
yeah.
He's a lot more cunning than he lets on, even when he lets on that he's cunning. I'm certain.
It feels to me, for what it's worth as an outsider, that he does genuinely care for the four of you.
That's something, I suppose. But, it's a better paycheck than I was getting.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
And, it comes with a curse. So.
That is true. And life needs to be more exciting.
So what do you think about this?
At this point, a waitress comes up and just gives you more drinks or whatever, and clears the
we're
table
just rocking.
and so forth. Yeah. The waitress at one point points up to the balcony area, which to be Madame Rose's view of the establishment, and she just simply nods to you all and continues to smoke a very long, cigarette and have a little drink and just, but looks approvingly at the two of you all where you are and everything. So
excellent.
Are you worried about the curse hitting you?
I mean, if I'm being honest, yes, absolutely I am. And so here's the weird thing, right? Is MG part of the curse? I don't know. Was MG? There's a part of me that wants to believe that there's a curse and it's coming to get us, but there's part of me that's just no, it's just somebody who Esten pissed off, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's a curse. No, it was just you being a butt.
Yeah. Well, him and his family apparently. Yeah. Because I think putting somebody's bad actions, blaming them on a curse, lets people off too easy.
Potentially, but there might also be a curse because I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. Do you mind if I come with you to the records to look
I
at
would
records
love
again?
it. You know, there might be an opportunity for, you know, a distract and grab, and you would be much more suited for that than I.
I could distract or grab, whichever you wanted.
I mean, your distraction technique worked pretty well the other night, but I don't think the grabbing technique was all that.
I'm still learning it. I'm still a little shaky.
That's okay.
I'm not,
completely whiffed at my interrogation, so you know I need to really work on my intimidation.
but you're so great at talking the rest of the time. So.
Yeah.
We'll how much do I owe you for my cello strings?
Oh, nothing. It's fine.
Okay. Well, then the next round is on me.
Oh, I did have a very important question for you.
Yes.
Of the turnstone metals, which is your favorite? Is it brass because of the brass consortium, or do you think like, you know, kind of the silver thread has a little bit more pop?
I mean, I have to say brass. I have to. Why? Do you have one that is your favorite?
No, I don't. And so I'm trying to figure out what is going to be my signature turnstone once I become a rich and famous lawyer. But you know, this is just.
Are you thinking like a pinstripe or something?
Yeah, wouldn't that really pop? Like
what if you? And I have no idea how much this would cost. What if you like alternated?
That would probably be very expensive.
I believe you.
But who knows? One of these days, right? One of these days.
Yeah. One of these days.
I'd probably have to take on more clients than just Esten Skye.
Probably. So, do you see anybody we should invite to the I guess now it's been upgraded to an extravaganza.
I at this point I'm so confused at who we have and haven't invited. I probably should go look at the guest list and figure that out. I mean, you know, Ms. Dreadwire is an old family friend. She's been around for quite a bit with the Turn family, so she probably has a good handle on everything that's going on right now.
Chris, are there any like? I know Esten said maybe look at like some dignitaries who might be visiting or politicians or anything. Do we see anybody in the crowd that could drop a line or invite to?
Give me a history check.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Oh, I'm gonna give one of those too. Here we go.
10 for me.
17.
Damn.
17.
I'm actually quite good at history.
So 10, you don't really. I mean, there probably are in the crowd or whatever, but you don't recognize anybody, Reggie. But Farank, yeah, I mean, there are a few board dignitaries here, mostly from some of the safer countries to be from, none of the currently at war countries. So you probably not as spicy or as interesting as Esten would like, though. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, it is okay also for us on a weekend when we are not officially, working, or sorry, when I am not officially working, to just come out and have a good time.
That's true. I feel like now that I'm working for my grandfather, I'm always working, and certainly when I'm at places like this, I'm usually working some sort of angle. It's weird not to be.
Yeah.
So, all right, well.
And with that, we just kind of chill out and groove.
Yeah, that's fine. You all groove your Sunday night away. I'll actually take this moment so that we don't have to pick up. So everyone kind of heads back home after their evenings, and Sunday night concludes with a fade to black, and we'll pick up on Monday after a 10-minute break. So we'll start at the top, the start of the hour. So yeah, we lost a minute here, but otherwise, listen to some cool jazz, and yeah, we'll be back in 10. Thanks. All right, we're back. Smoke bomb. All right. So it's now Sunday morning, Monday morning. Whatever you had to do Sunday evening got taken care of. You made it back home. You rested your heads on your pillows, your nice multi-threaded pillows, and you now have breakfast ahead of you, or whatever ahead of you, whenever you start. So people had some thoughts on what they were going to do, but I assume at some point you got in possibly in some kind of routine where you bump into each other at the breakfast nook. I don't know. So we'll just say, there's orange juice. There's orange juice is such a interesting thing in a world that's monochromatic. Is it really orange juice?
It's more citrus juice. Yeah.
Citrus juice, right? Yeah. I mean, we really don't know, right? I mean,
it's avocado. It's avocado juice.
Oh no.
Reminds me of someone who's like, you can juice anything. I was like, can you though? Should you though? That's really the question. That's
you go to grab a glass of milk and it's avocado and just
creamy avocado juice. So good. Tastes like peanut butter soda.
Chunky.
Not so sure. So the attendants are all attending to you, making breakfast, getting you some fresh breads and whatever they've kind of acclimated to your taste at this point. It's only been like a week and a half, but a little over a week. So, but they're getting used to it. It's like when you stay someplace on holiday for like a week or whatever. By the end of your stay, they know everything you need, and then you're gone, right? But better because you live there now. So. So what are folks up to? I'm not no particular order. You can call it out.
Well, my plan was to go to work, unless I get.
Oh, you're gonna go to work.
Unless I get pulled in some different direction.
All right. Well, you mentioned so Raven mentions that she's going to do some work today. What are the folks doing? I'm just gonna go around.
It's fine. So I think Reggie and I are gonna go down to City Hall and see if we can pull some records on the warehouse that we were so rudely rejected from, and just see if we can kind of start to pull on the thread a little bit of who MG is, or even if it's not MG, who owns that warehouse, and where their business is based out of, and then there's more than one way to track this kind of thing down. So
yeah, if we can convey who is like whatever information, I guess we get together and convey the information we have about maybe what we found about MJ's pieces being kind of in different areas and being at the government, having gone out to government factories for building automatons. That might be, we may bring that up as kind of a place to start investigating, or to see, think about the possibility of accessing that.
Yeah, I think the key piece of information to share is that the MG mark was on both the bugs and the arm we got from I can't remember the name now, Nika Wren's apartment.
Oh, okay. So she's not only the person with the money behind the scenes, but also the one crafting the horrible things?
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Apparently she's pretty skilled at it too, which is a good idea of where the money might be coming from. And didn't he say something about her being or that mark being around for a long time?
Yes, he said that there's been pieces coming in for years with this mark. However, there's been a recent uptick in the amount of Clockwork devices he's seeing.
Interesting.
I wonder,
and based on the quality of the work, it's highly, I know we suspect this, but it's highly unlikely that the prosthetic malfunctioned for Nika. It seems that whatever happened was intentional.
But your contact didn't have a name that went with MG.
No.
No.
Right.
The closest we got is maybe he mentioned that there was some of the parts went to factories that were used to make automatons for the government. It's kind of a hard place to go into and look around, but I mean, we may think about getting some type of strategy as to investigating that.
And that could certainly be another path we could go down.
Yeah,
let's see what we can uncover down at City Hall just from a records perspective, and then we'll regroup and let everybody know what we found.
It may also be worthwhile reaching out to Laura J again to see if she knows where Nika got the prosthetic from.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. My thought would be because it was made to look like an Iron Union prosthetic.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that MG can get these things into the Iron Union. So that would be my thought. But I can leave her a note and ask.
What were you saying about Farank about going to checking for the city files?
I was just gonna go and see if I could pull records on that building and see who owns it, who leases it, where their businesses are registered. Just kind of start to track down that thread.
Okay.
We may also want to ask Pop if he has any contacts in the government that can get us into that.
That's a great idea.
I'm sorry. Did you say Pop?
Yes, Esten.
Okay.
Are you going to stick with that one, or are you just trying it out?
Just trying it out. Preferably trying it out without him present. But
that's the least fun way to try it out.
If he hears it, I feel like he's going to want you to say that the entire time. I'm just saying. Not that that's bad. It's my expectation.
Sometimes you give good advice, Perrin.
I try. Sometimes.
So what are you guys going to get up to?
We can tag along on the record search. I think that's a good lead. That's a good lead to follow.
Yeah, sounds perfectly sound.
Sure. I mean, it'll be a lot of reading through things. I'm trying to decide though. So I mean, I don't know if they're just going to let me start looking at records. So I'm probably going to have to pull something here. I'm thinking like a bankruptcy case, probably that there's a lien that is going to be against that property and we need to determine the true ownership. Usually those kinds of things tend to work pretty well. Plus a little bit of grease palms. The staff there is pliable, is my understanding.
Raven, did you say you did forgery?
I do.
Could she forge some document to make it look more official for you?
Sure.
What do you want? A warrant?
Doctor's notes?
I mean, really just some sort of...
So again, just as a note, there are no warrants in the city.
All right.
Just
no,
again, all the things
note
that you think would be proper above the board, proper things that would be done.
Yeah, cops don't need that.
They don't need.
No. This is just a bank lien.
So do you want a inspector's badge or?
No. I want a piece of paper that says a bank is going to foreclose on this property, and we need to find out who properly owns it.
I could try to whip that up.
Chris, do we know a bank in town that would be useful? First Bank of Soretta.
Yeah, First Bank of Soretta.
Clearly.
Which other one? What would you use?
The Second Bank of Soretta.
Nobody goes to Second Bank. Nobody knows the Second Bank.
The Vault of Vassapon.
But the Third Bank.
The Third Bank. Yeah,
that's
key. Yeah, if you want to forge some documents to deal with the records keepers, go ahead and give me a forgery kit. Yeah,
that just not good. Can I use what is that word? There's the thing to
your
reroll.
your
inspiration,
or do you want to do have you rolled your portents yet for the day?
I did not for today. So can I roll that first?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that now, and then Ignatis should do that as well if he hasn't.
So there's an 11.
I got an 18.
Okay.
So I think I will try. I'll do the reroll on that because I'll notice that it did not come out the way I wanted to. It has like cartoon marks and stuff on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like spilled ink in the process.
This is absolutely not what I want. And now I got a 21.
21. Okay, that's fine. We'll hold on to that for later on to see if they notice anything on it. But that's you can carry those records in too.
These should work for you.
Outstanding.
You're also making a face. Did you also want to come along? Or are you happy going to work?
Well, I mean, if you need me, I will come along, but I haven't been to work in a few days and they'll be looking around for me. So
that's probably important.
I have a reputation to keep up. I mean, this all looks good and stuff, but in case it just disappears, I need to make sure I still am doing my stuff.
Makes sense.
Sounds good to me. All right.
So everyone's going to City Hall or now?
Parents will go.
Yeah.
Ignatis is going.
Not to want to split the party, but I'm probably going to go to work unless they really.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Your research.
We can always call you in.
Yeah, there's always. I don't know what your hours are, but I mean, do later part of the day maybe. I don't know how long this will take, but you can always.
If we need you, look for the crow signal.
It's not even that. It's just Torvid.
It's just Torvid.
You should be able to send a raven to Raven, right? I mean,
right.
Yeah. Well, it's again.
You think, but they get really confused. They don't know which one to look for.
It's just Torvid. So good old Torvid. One good eye looking at you suspiciously. All right. So I assume everyone though takes Hans into town and then gets
the Hans Express.
The Hans Express. So Hans loads you all up.
And I just realized that last night or yesterday, Sunday night was probably the first time Perrin got to sit in the front of the truck.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, well, assumingly, I don't know. With Ignatis, or is Ignatis is just gonna,
Ignatis sits in the back.
Ignatis, did you want to ask Pop before we left?
We could. I mean, we don't need to do that right now, but I could certainly talk to him.
I mean,
is Esten around?
Yeah, Esten's always kind of around somehow, or not, dependingly. But he is this time around. He's go on.
No, I was gonna say before you go up, Iggy, and I'll pull him off to the side. Ignatis, and I'll pull him off to the side. Sorry, it's catching. You were the one who wanted to decipher Esten's notes, yes?
Yes.
I don't know if you can do anything with this, but he writes with like a purplish ink.
Interesting. I had suspected that there was some sort of trickery involved.
Anyhow, I don't know if you can do anything with that, but if you can, now you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
So you go up to So Pop is dressed up already. He looks like he's about to either just be wearing his finery in the home and taking care of business here, or about to go out on the town. You're not really quite sure. But he's like, yes, Ignatis.
Yes, Esten. We've been following up a lead on some of these clockwork insects that attacked us, and we found out that they may be related to one of the government statuary warehouses. And we were wondering if you had any contacts that could help us get us inside one of them.
Local government.
Local government, yes.
Not my forte. However, maybe I can put a word out and see what I can do. It'd probably be calling in a few favors, but I owe you all a few things. And basically, remember, you all have about 20 small favors that you can call upon for Esten to do, and so he would be pulling from this to do that for you. It won't be fast, but I could definitely put something in and get you at least the ability to visit one of these facilities. Yes. Do you know which one in particular? Because there are a couple of them spread out throughout the city.
Yeah, I mean, whatever one the
okay.
Will of Forth said, told us so.
All right, so he takes that note down for you, and he's like, "Excellent." He's like, "Anything else I can assist you with? You've been doing all of you been doing such a great job, and there are, things at your disposal if you wish."
I think we're okay for now. We're gonna head into the city on the Hansmobile. So,
yes, the Hansmobile. Really need to get another car.
What? Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest.
Yeah, another vehicle would be more convenient. We do often head to different locations. So,
yes. Yeah, you all haven't been that good yet,
right?
But perhaps in time.
We'd have to fix up the garage, I think, first.
We would have to fix up the garage and make more space for another vehicle. Indeed.
Apparently, the trend to just park it in the chapel. Everything else goes in the chapel.
We had considered that, but that would take much more renovation on the exterior of the household than we wanted. So, yeah. And really, we'd only be able to fit a small coupe in there once we did the other renovations and had to bring in the size of the chapel a little bit.
But do you know of anybody who's have you seen anybody putting boxes in the chapel? Because I've been trying to clear it out, and I don't know. I haven't talked to Miss Dreadmeyer about it yet.
Is that one of the? So
it's the chapel. So yes, it's kind of.
But really, nobody. No, I mean, pardon.
I have.
You are one of the few, if any, practitioners here in the.
I
in the
have
household,
been running small services for some of the staff who have wished to show their faith.
Excellent.
I would like to open more space to allow them to fully celebrate in the glory of the gods.
Oh, well, then I'll make sure that Miss Dreadmeyer puts that onto the bottom of the list. The
list would be good. I mean, it doesn't have to be the bottom of the list, but
well, it's not on the list at all right now. So let's just start with small, as we say, miracles for the gods, right? And then from there we'll see how things go. We have a number of other things. There's this. Have you seen Ignatis's workshop downstairs? It's not fit for a real workshop. We need to improve upon that. That'll take time. My library needs to be renovated as well. There's a music room for Reggie. I was hoping to have fully done up so that they could have a proper practice space, much like her father did. When he was growing up. So, all of these things, but the chapel, we'll add it to the list. For now, we'll refrain from using it for continued storage. How about that? And if you do find time to move things out, then that's fine. But yes, we'll try to remind the staff as well.
As long as it's understood that area is off limits for storage purposes, or at least for the time being.
Well, it's not off limits, but it's less suggested. How about that? Like, it's not if there is another open space, we will prefer to use that one. But if there's not, then that is where some of the junk may go.
Why is it junk that would go there? Why would the junk not go into refuse? Because that's
we haven't had the time yet to sort through it. We don't, one man's junk is another man's treasure, as they say, right?
Well, yes, but knowledge and the glory of the gods is a lot of man's treasure. So,
and hence why we're working on the library to educate. I know. I know. We're on the same page. I understand, Baron.
Anyway, yes, if you would like to, if you could speak to Mr. Edmeyer, I would appreciate it.
Yes, on the list. Indeed.
You can tell you're not the grandchild. That's all.
No, clearly. I mean, I would not expect anything else.
I mean, might turn into a training room. I hear Quinn's become quite the pugilist, so might need to put a body bag in there and a few other things.
I don't think that would be the best use of the room, but again, this is your estate, so.
Well, I'm just saying space is becoming limited as we go along. Obviously, if we can't just put all the boxes in there, then we have to find another place, and then that's going to take that place's spot.
Do you think the Iron Union is going to continue to work on the house after the mishaps of last week?
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, no. So they're union workers. This is actually very low danger, even mechanical bugs and so forth. You should see the number of injuries and things. I mean, I know they work very hard to improve the conditions in which the workers live in, but I mean, the hours have been reduced slightly, but they still put in a good 60-hour work week, and on top of that, the rotational, so they run a tight 24-hour usually workload throughout the week. So I mean, wars and weapons don't build themselves, So, well, they almost do. These automatons we've got, they're getting there, but again, nothing quite like the human touch,
For certain. Good. I'm glad to hear. I was a little worried after the.
Oh no! The soiree will be on schedule. It's the matter of just making sure we have the right guests, and then we have the right entertainment, and that we have the house up to spec. Do you all require anything else? Very good then. On your way, where were you going off to? Back to the city? Some of you were doing work and the such, right?
Yes, sir.
Carry on then.
Have a lovely Monday.
He taps his cane on the desk.
When you all come downstairs, Reggie's like, I couldn't have told you to go up there. That took forever.
It really did. So you all load up into the Hansmobile and head back into the city. That takes a while because you all live in the middle of nowhere. But it's nice at least. People don't bother you out that way. So it's a little bit like that, except sadly minus Quinn. And you make it out to so Raven, where do you need to be dropped off at? Where are you coming with?
Broken dice.
Broken dice. Okay, so you get dropped off with the broken dice. And then Hans takes the rest of you all over to the Governor's Walk. What's the business you getting up to today at the broken dice, Raven?
I'm just gonna check in, ask for what services are needed today. So usually it's a list of people to go remind they owe money, but it can be other things.
All right. Sorry, I got distracted by something here. So you get your list. It's a mix of different things. The things that they ask you to do is probably just track down some stuff, do some rundowns. So you could give me a mix of stealth, intimidation, anything else. I mean, there's no real actual like roughing up. It's just you're just trying to do different things to try and get the money out of the people. So however you want to do that.
So I got an 18 on my stealth roll. Guess we'll do intimidation. Ooh, that was a 7. Not very good. And probably some persuasion. Would that round out the...
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
And that's a 9.
All right. So what are your... Oh, sorry. Just taking care of something here.
Pretty average day.
Pretty average day. All right. So tell me the results again. Sorry.
18 for stealth, 7 for intimidation, 9 for persuasion.
All right. That was way faster than I was. Okay. 18 for stealth, 7 intimidation. Okay, so the 18 stealth works. So you're able to at least track down the people. You're not able to get much out of the people, as far as things go. Oh, okay. Can't have roll 20 open at the same time. This is why I need that. All right, freezes me. Yeah. So you get part of the job done. If you want, like last time, you could roll deception to try to make the work you did seem. You're gonna have to tell me I'm not going to look over at it because it's going to freeze things up. So just let me know.
Okay, 32.
32.
No, it was a 9.
It was a 9. All right. So.
But
yeah.
I'm trying to deceive you, so it was a 32.
No, well, no, don't do that. There we go. So that's so 9. That doesn't really work. So they give you. I mean, they make it know. They said thanks for trying today, Raven. No, not every day is an Ace's day, right? So,
right.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Then, if the rest of the team and the family is down in the Governor's Walk. You've probably been there before, Farank. I don't know if anybody else has ever had any business in the government sector.
I have definitely broken in for records before.
All right. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's hard. It's not as hard to do as breaking into the police stations or anything like that, but it's still challenging. It probably been able to get probably broken in, probably snuck in and being able to get a record or two.
Yeah.
The buildings are either in very beautiful polished white marble or in black, with touches of turnstone embellishments all over. Perrin and Ignatis just having had the conversation with Williforth at the
Cog and Compass.
Cog and Compass, talking about the statuary. You start to look around a little bit and you go,
actually
there are a lot of statues around here that look very impressive, and that's from like soldiers with like swords and shields and spears, to mechanical beasts like lions and other significant, even like eagles up on the corners of the buildings. You realize aren't statuary, they're actually mechanical statuary, right? So at any point in time, any of these things could very well come alive. You've never heard of such things, but you do realize that these things around the Governor's Walk are very practical defenses, in addition to looking pretty.
How big are these statuaries?
From human size to giant size. Right. So think, that maybe not to the level of like the Statue of Liberty or say something like quite that big, but
Mega Made.
Yeah. Maybe Mega Made.
Like a half Iron Giant size.
Yeah.
Up to the weight.
Yeah, there were war hulks during the war that were very large or larger than that, right? But those were operated by people. So yeah.
So Farank.
Yes.
Does it change your plan since Iggy and Perrin have come along? Reggie, by the way, while they were upstairs, got dressed as to look like a nondescript office/secretary worker, just in case.
No, I think we'll be fine. I mean, it is not unheard of for somebody to bring a team along to comb through records, because they actually do keep pretty good records. I mean, Soretta is not completely disheveled. They do keep a good amount of records. It's just a matter of finding the ones that you need,
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just, you guys are all with me as my staff, my entourage.
Was that like was Reggie saying that kind of in secret, or was that kind of more audible?
Quiet enough that like the normal passerby certainly wouldn't hear. If you're too distracted by Statuary, I understand, but I'm not like trying to hide it from you necessarily.
Right. Perrin would kind of chime. It's like I'm actually used to doing a lot of archivist work at the temple, so going through records and things like that is not unknown.
No, and we actually will need to go through probably a lot of records.
Yeah, all of us.
It's not just a facade.
Through old books.
And just so you know, Perrin, it'll actually come very, very useful to you because it's an autocracy. The government and the religious body of the country are very similar in their sorting and so forth. There's not a lot of difference between the two, right? Like, you handle it from being an actual ordained acolyte or whatever. But the layman's part of the side of it, still like a lot of the processes and things like that are derivatives of the way the church runs things and so forth, and been adapted by the government.
Can I do a quick, not quick, but kind of see if use my mystic vision or mystic sight to see if I can see anything around the automatons or the statues?
Well, yeah, I mean you do. I mean it's turnstone. It's heavy use of turnstone, right?
Okay.
And so like it's all over the place. Like
so it's basically like be visiting Basilica and just kind of like looking.
Sort of, but a little bit different, right? So the Basilica was using the turnstone more in a for all intents like for decorative sense. This is using turnstone and for the mechanical and gear sense of things. So
just a little bit more like not as shiny. It's more
practical.
Practical, yeah. Okay.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. Like there are statuary and so forth, right? So turnstone is always used to give highlights or color, metallic color into the world where color doesn't exist, right? So, and it's a little audacious, right? It's the government doesn't do this in a simplified format either, right? It's like everything's turnstone laminated, and there's like this thing's got some turnstone to it, a little bling, more bling, it's like somebody went to Home Depot and bought a bunch of things and spray painted them gold and then put them in an office someplace, hypothetically speaking. So I mean, there's those little touch points all over the place, right? So but that's just the way the government works. But when you get to the governor's row area, like you see all the buildings, you see lots of police, state police all over the place. They are checking people's like identification as they come into the area to make sure that like they belong to be in that space. The government area is not a place where people just go for a walk to see the monuments and so forth. You would think it would be because it's so beautiful or whatever, but no, it's very, very locked down place. So you all could try to sneak in, though there's probably it would be like a group stealth. You'd have to go through one of the checkpoint areas to kind of get in to the to get over to the records. I mean, Farank, you've done it a million times. Even parents probably made it over because there's probably documents you have to go back and forth. So it's again up to you all how you want to approach this. It's how do I put this? You are entering an area that is outside of your level.
Perrin will actually have his holy symbol out and shown at this point.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, no, straightforward. We're going in. We are I mean, yeah, we're just walking in.
So yeah, they check. I mean, again, you all have your proper identification. None of you are foreign nationals that are in the country. So you're all able to pass through just fine, with minimal hassle, and go on into the to the House of Records. So the governor's House of Records. It's not too deep into the governor's walk area, and there's a number of large steps and obviously pillars and so forth that are available to hold up. It looks like your very typical like overdone government building for showing this, right? And entering in large doors, and there are a number of people that are waiting in line in one of the many different lines to deal with the municipalities there. So, Farank, because you've been there before, you probably know most likely the right line to get into. But let me know if you want to do any kind of cutting or any kind of schmoozing or anything to try and get ahead of the line.
No, yeah, certainly. If I've been here before and there's a particular clerk that I know, I would certainly go toward the line for that. If there is someone, otherwise, yeah, no, I'm definitely not ruffling any feathers here today. We're just getting in, gonna take care of business when we can get there.
All right. Okay. So you get up to the front of the line. There's no kidding, and there's a person kind of just going through papers, going. Yes, this. How can I help you today?
Farank Turn.
Great. How can I help you today?
With Rock and Winters Advocates, I need a records pull for this particular property, and I'll slide the document over.
Yes. Okay. I see. And what do you need specifically for this?
I need to know provenance of this particular piece of parcel. We have a lien coming in against it. They have been failure to pay, and so I need to make sure that I understand the full ownership and lease agreements that are on this particular piece of land.
All right, give me a deception.
It's a 12.
A 12. It's like, I see. This seems very, very unusual.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot entirely about the fee for records pulling, and I'll just slide $20 over.
Yes. I think we can do something about this. Does look proper. All your and it looks at the document that Raven gave. So that actually was like the more useful piece. What you said made them kind of question it for a second in the 20, and they're like, everything seems to be in line here. Let me pass this over to the proper person. So you just need to know current ownership, correct?
Yes, and any leasing agreements or any other liens that might be on the property.
Of course. Hands it over to somebody.
Address of record that we can get into contact with those people.
We'll see what we can do. And they hands the paper over to someone else. They go off into a bed. He's like, wait over there. This is your number. They will call it when it is ready. And Leith goes next.
Okay, well, we go and walk over and go to the waiting area.
Yeah, the waiting area is pretty drab and boring. There's a water cooler. There's some outdated magazines that have made their way down to the. There are a number of patriotic posters on the walls. Mostly of the autarch, in all of his brass glory, and a few embellishments to the gods as well. But as you know, the Autarch is the embodiment of one of the gods living on Earth, or planet. I don't want to call it Earth yet, but whatever. Walks the lands amongst you.
Right.
So yeah.
Ignatis is gonna look around and make sure that we're not getting any undue attention. Nobody noticing us or anything like that. It's perception.
Yeah, go ahead.
15.
15? Yeah. There's nobody's paying any mind. To be honest, this place is pretty just busy. People are just going about filing and gathering things and so forth. There is a large. I mean, you do notice a large amount of security, but it's not unusual for this location and for the government district. But nobody's eyeballing you or being like, hey, that's over there. No. You all are pretty low key at this point. It doesn't seem like there's anybody on the payroll of somebody or anything keeping an eye out for y'all. After a protracted amount of time, at least the first somebody finally does show up. They don't even have that. They don't even have that. No, it's no recordings. Just playing it. That's very.
Reggie, you should have brought your cello. You could have busked this whole place.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true.
Next
bust
time.
right out of there. So eventually the clerk, secondary clerk. If you were paying for Ignatis and say like, though you were looking to see if anybody was watching, not really, but what you did notice is that your file went through like so many different people all over the place. Like you were able to be like, how long does it really take to do whatever they're doing or whatever, right? And finally, somebody comes over and gives you like 20 whatever, and they call your number, and they go, here's what we could find about that place. It's been in the same family for years, but there's no leasing or anything like that. It's just one single family or ownership, and they point out it's a family called the Grays.
Is there an address there that we can?
There's not. As far as that, so they point out an address that used to be over in Silver Woods, but they comment that this address is outdated and probably actually not up to date for who the current owners are. Because they see that and they go, yeah, that Gray family, that was a scandal years ago about this family. Like they don't live out in that way anymore.
Oh, it was. I don't remember that. When did that go down?
30, 40 years ago.
Oh, well, no wonder I don't remember it. I wasn't even alive.
Yeah, most likely.
Well, I mean, do you mind? If you don't mind spilling the tea, I know you're on the clock, but I'd sure love to hear more about it.
I don't know anything more about it. I just know that family is not. And he looks at your like any kind of indication that you're a Society of Raven member. Like
yeah,
they used to be a big family, but not anymore.
Oh, okay.
That's all I know.
Oh well, appreciate it. Is there a blueprint or anything of the building there? Just so I mean, like a recent survey?
No, nothing recent. Everything's outdated.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I had to. I mean, this thing was covered with dust. So.
Oh, interesting. Well, I don't know who called in a debt on this one. Then it's probably a 30-year-old debt. But I appreciate it. Is there any other anything else on the document or anything like that would give us a little bit more information about the building itself? If we were
no, I think you get you see, so it's Grey, right? Gray is the family. Okay. And the only thing is you see a Y Gray, like Y dot Gray.
Okay.
Is there a section of this building where we could like public archives that you can flip through, like when you go to like a library and look at old newspaper articles or whatever records.
Sorry, say it one more time, please.
Is there a part of this building where you can like go do your own looking through records? Like, you know, like when you go to a library and look at old.
Yeah, you would think. No, they don't.
Okay.
This is all handled through proper channels. There's no access to hand access to any of the files here.
Okay.
Is there a library in the city that would have like old newspapers that we could go through?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a library, just not like
not here.
Not here.
To the library.
You could head over to the library if you want to. Yeah.
Sure.
Anything else?
The other option is to ask Esten. I'm sure he knows.
Probably, but hey, you know what? We're out. We're on a walkabout. Actually, I think there is one not too far from here, and because I work near here.
Reggie was going to go look for some other information, but if it's that tied up, then it's probably
very tied up.
Not going to be easy to do.
Yeah.
And I get the feeling we don't want to press our luck.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. This is more of a high risk, low reward situation. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let's go recoup and figure out what our next plan is. Walk out. Walk down the road. I think the library.
Ignatis will be eyeing the largest statue he sees and be like, "I want to control that."
Someday. Yeah, so we'll regroup. We'll go. I think there's a library up in Midtown. There's one not too far from my office, which actually would kind of give me a good opportunity to swing by and see if Andra is in the office today.
To make it look like you're working?
No, I am working, but I need to talk. I need to talk with Andra. So I might duck out and skip over to the office real quick. If you guys just go to the library, see if you can find out anything about the Greys. Why Gray? I mean, G certainly seems like there's a MG, right? So Gray, G.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
All right. Happy to do that.
And then I'll meet you back at the library here in, 30 minutes or so. So, Chris, yeah.
Oh.
They're going to go to the library. I'm going to go run over to Rockin' Winters and just see if Andra is there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, for sure, Andra is over there. So you head over to Rockin' Winters, a few blocks away from that area. I would pull up the map, but I'm pretty sure that'll freeze me again. So
yeah, no, Midtown's just north of City Hall.
Yeah, all right, cool. Then yeah, they do over in City Hall. Rockin' Winters. Andra is available. I mean, your secretary's there, greets you as per usual. Everyone is, oh yeah, how's it going? Blah blah blah. If you mentioned to the secretary up front that you need to meet with Andra, they say she's in meetings, but she can book some time later on in the afternoon if you like, or if you don't mind waiting when she does become free.
I'll come back. It's fine. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind getting me on her schedule.
Yeah, not a problem at all. And she booked something for like late afternoon, right before the end of the day. So
sounds good.
Yeah, you could probably circle back to the rest of the folks at the library.
All right, circle back to the library.
Raven, do you ping Hans? How do we get the chain of information going around here so that you get hooked back in with the
group?
with the family?
Yeah. Do we have a normal lunchtime meeting place? Not really.
You do. It's right outside the library. It's the little cafe that everybody picked out.
I would be reaching out for Hans, and if he knows where anybody is, that's
Hans does a pretty good job of coordinating where everyone is. It seems that if he doesn't know, somehow he gets the information to know where you all are.
Right.
He needs to.
Torvin's such a snitch.
Torvin is a snitch.
He's used to herding like cat-like creatures in Vesipon.
So, so you all could meet up outside the library. Even that Farank actually has enough time to catch y'all before you go into the library itself.
Roger that.
Oh,
Right, so,
quick question: would
quick answer.
church records maybe have something on the Gray family that I could probably look up at some point?
At some point, potentially. I mean, again, if they, so far what you know of the Gray family is they used to be well respected in the city. They seem to fall out of grace. Potentially connection to Society of Ravens, alluded to, but not confirmed. But that's about it. Like, you have no idea about, like, there now. And again, that building was the ownership was from quite some time ago, at least the most recent record that's on file. And there's an illusion that the family used to live out in the area where you all live, but no longer lives that way. So, which during that time period probably means that they had some affiliations with the church if they were proper upstanding people.
Well, I figured that since it's an autocracy, there would be some type of like record of like just families, or the families paid tithes to the church
if they were good people.
Yeah, I'm sure. Not like the church would keep tabs on anybody that they thought they needed to, or anything.
Oh, they do that too.
That would, yeah. I know.
No, there would be that as well.
So anyway, yeah, I would. Perrin
now keep in mind that you know enough about the church that if that was a situation, that wouldn't be in your normal church records. Like, you would get to a point where the church records would have like family, tithing, this. Oh, these are bad people, huh? Refer to Inquisition, and then you would have to go follow the trail to a different group of people within the church.
I mean, maybe it's just worth looking up, trying to find a name for just a name in the family. But yeah, I can figure that later.
Yeah, I would do that later. But, or you could do, well, who's to say what you'll do? So you want to go check out church records. Other people want to check out the library. What else?
We're in the library now, so
you're at the library. You're not in the library yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're outside gathering, folks. I'm just trying to get an idea. So
gotcha. Okay.
Again, you're kind of want to look into church records. Those wouldn't be there. Library has probably newspapers and so for periodicals you could probably look into. What else are you all thinking about checking out in your second half of your Monday?
The Pendulum Club's nearby. Just pointing that out.
Pendulum Club is nearby. You don't know how much information. Well, you never know. Depending on what kind of information you're trying to get there, you may be able to find something.
So we got the address that the Gray family did previously live at, correct?
Yes, you do. But you were informed that they are no longer the holders of that estate.
Yeah, just I don't know. Would I guess at the library we wouldn't be able to look at the chain of ownership of that house either.
No, that wouldn't be at the library.
Okay. That would have been back where we were. We got it.
I mean, we're just going to get public information from the library. So, yeah. I mean, but it'll allow us to narrow down the timeline and things like that, like when it happened and things like that is my line of thought.
We could also look for like gossip columns from 34 years ago and see if there's any talk about scandal.
Yeah.
Right? Funny note, they used to be known as the Blue family until the color left.
Yeah, I'm happy to help look through papers and things, but and then maybe go leave. Do you still want me to leave a note for Lore to see if there's anything special about how Nika got her arm?
I mean, I think it's a worthwhile thread to pull on and just see if it gets us any more information.
Yeah, I agree.
More information, the better.
I'll help look, and then I'll run over and do that real quick as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read up in the library for a while and try to pull some periodicals until my meeting with Winters.
All right. So Reggie's gonna drop off a letter. Parents gonna go to church. Faronk's gonna look through some library stuff. Iggy's gonna go look through some. Ignatis is gonna look through some library stuff. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Raven's gonna do what?
Take over the world. No, go through the library.
Go through the library stuff. All right, cool. So, yeah. So when we'll this is probably a good point to fade off into black and pick up into the second half of Monday next week at 9 p.m. Eastern time here on the Twitch and the YouTube if you're watching there. So thank you everybody for joining us. We appreciate you following along with the story here. Let's say goodbye to our family members, and so shout out who you is and where you can be found on the interwebs if that's something you do. So first up, Mandy.
Mandy, I play Raven, and you can find me right here on Tuesday nights.
Awesome. Winston.
I'm Winston. I have a webcomic, the subconsciouseye.com. I can be found on my socials at Subconscious Eye Studios on Instagram or Subconscious Eye. And I can be found on Facebook and occasionally Blue Sky.
Cool. Matt Bell.
Hey, I'm Matthew Bell, playing Farank Turn. You can find me on Instagram. And also, I am planning on spending a little bit more time in the Play on Words Discord. If you are interested in learning more about Play on Words Studios and the multiple things that is going on in the world of Play on Words Studio, and you want to talk to some of the live action actors, then join the Discord channel.
100%. That's true. And Matt Walsh.
You can tell he's an actor from his hat. Just wanted to point that out.
Yeah. That makes it official.
Hi everyone, I'm Matt Walsh. And you can find me on most socials at Matt P. Walsh, and every Tuesday night here.
Excellent. And Ariel.
I'm Ariel Caston. You can find me on socials at Ariel Caston. I also have a link tree there. Or you can find me on my podcast, Large Nerdron Collider.
Excellent. And a quick shout out to the folks behind the scenes that we don't always get to see, but we feel their presence all the time. Game design and writing, Stephen Chaney and Brandon Stoddard. Tarot design, additional writing, Rabbit Stoddard. Character design, Adam Schubert. Tarot and symbol design, Luana Zara. Graphic and UI design, Flora Ciortino of The Wanderer's Tome. I'm Christopher Mifsud. I've been your game master and host this evening. You can find me on the interwebs at the Magical Mr. Mifsud, Press Start Leadership, or more importantly, anything that is Play on Words Studios. We're on all the places. So again, thank you all for those that have stayed tuned and watched, those that are watching us in our video on demands. We appreciate your follows, your shares, your likes, your comments. We just appreciate it very, very much. It warms our days. It warms the cockles of our hearts. So at least mine. So, all right, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next week in the shadows.